Welcome to Mildly Thriving. I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Meredith. We're two average millennials who aren't failing, but aren't always thriving either. And we're out to prove that mildly thriving is thriving enough.
Please make sure you're subscribed and following us on the social medias.
And if you're feeling really nice, you could give us a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts.
Now, let's dive into this week's episode.
What's up, dog?
Hi, Meredith.
Hi, Kimberly.
How's it going?
Dandy, how are you?
I'm on the up and up.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're on the up and up. I'm not sorry that you're feeling better. I'm sorry that you were sick to begin with because it sounded awful.
Yeah.
Would you like to share with the rest of the group?
Yeah, I'll share with the group what happened to me. Hi, my name's Kimberly, and I am a victim of hand, foot, and mouth disease.
Oh my God. Words I never thought I'd hear uttered.
Yeah. No, I got it from my brother, who suspects that he got it from his son, who is an infant, and he goes to daycare, and apparently that ailment runs rampant in daycares. And so last week I came down with a fever and body aches, and then a couple days into it, I started getting like blisters on my hands. And so, yeah, my God, look at this giant blister.
Good God. Oh, we were talking about it at brunch because we were like, man, we're really sad that our other friends cannot be here with us today. And
Yes.
I mentioned that the name of it just sounds so bad. Like saying that you have a disease. Like,
Yeah.
saying that you have the flu is like, oh, that's fucking normal. They've got the flu. But saying you have hand, foot, and mouth disease makes it sound like you are condemned. That just
like, that's it.
Yeah.
Stay away.
I was like, and we were just kind of joking, like,
oh, you were making fun of me at my expense?
Not at all. We were like, no, I'd make fun of you to your face. We were like sad that 2 of the 5 people of the group canceled, but they were both very legitimate reasons for canceling. And we were like, man, this is crazy.
I could have come, like I felt well enough and I could have come, but
no, you could.
The fact that that this is like so contagious.
You could have, and I would have stayed at home.
And everyone else would have canceled.
I do need to mention, because it said Girls' Day yesterday, we were
I missed.
You did miss. I'm very sorry. We are going to plan another one. I was talking to one of our other friends, and she was like, I'm very offended that you guys have not mentioned me in the podcast. And I was like, we've mentioned you numerous times. And she's like, but you don't say my name, and you say Josh's name. And I was like, we intentionally don't say anyone's name because we haven't gotten y'all's permission yet. We got Josh's permission. So Taylor has given me permission to use her name, because she was like, you guys don't want to talk about me. And I was like, I'll say all of the Taylor things.
Oh yeah, girl. We talked a lot of shit about you, Taylor, the last couple episodes. So and then, now everyone's going to know you by name. So
yeah, then we talked about how the last episode was talking about who in the group doesn't like crafts. And she was like, yeah, it's me.
Yeah. So Taylor is the one that does not like crafts. And every time we show up to her house, she says, why do I hang out with white people? They're always on time.
And they're always early, and they're always doing crafts. Yeah. But the episode that brought it up was, she was our third party for the Kimberly almost shit her pants story. And she was like, you guys just kept saying our friend the whole episode. And I was like, I know, for your protection, Taylor. Now everyone knows. It's out there.
Should we say her name, address, phone number, social security number, so that like people actually know who she is?
Yeah. It's Taylor Bleep.
And she lives at Bleep Bleep.
Just kidding. We love you, Taylor. We love all of our friends, but we don't know who wants to be blasted to our 36 followers.
Yeah.
Oh, good times. Uh,
You never know.
Speaking of name dropping friends and spas, the topic for today's discussion, the credit can go to Amy because she was with me at the spa today.
Mhm.
And yes, I had 2 spa days in a row. It was pretty cool. But yesterday, the spa, we were required to have bathing suits. Today, we went to the Korean spa and you are required to be naked. And we were talking about, like, we were just sitting there looking around, admiring tattoos, honestly, because like so many people have tattoos now. It's like, oh, you can see like all of everyone's tattoos. And Amy mentioned, like, it's just so nice to be able to be in a comfortable setting where no one's worried about what they look like. No one's worried about being naked because we're all on a level playing field. Everyone's required to be naked. Everyone's wearing the hideous hairnet.
Hairnet. Mhm.
And everyone's just trying to not slip on the bathroom, the tile floor. Nobody's worried about whose body looks better than the other. And it was just nice to be able to, like, look at real bodies and appreciate people, and nothing is sexualized, nothing is weird. It's just a comfortable space. And she suggested, you know, bring back naked spaces. And again, this is not promoting, like, I'm not making it as a joke. I'm not like promoting it in a sexual way. It was more just like, why can't this be more of a thing? Because, it's nice to just be equal and not worry about my body for once and just admire people for what they are, their age, like just seeing different age bodies, seeing different types of bodies, seeing people's scars, people's tattoos, just all kinds of different things, and not looking at anybody in a sexual way.
We are so weird about nudity, and it's funny that this topic came up because I was literally just talking to Josh before I came down to start the podcast, and he grew up in Papua New Guinea as a missionary kid, and I was like, "So did the, like, native people of New Guinea, did they wear clothing?" And he's like, "The older people didn't." He's like, "They would, you know, bend over and there's his butthole." And you're like, "Oh, wow." And it's like, why I do think there's obviously a functional level to
Yeah.
clothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Keeps you warm, it protects you from the elements and the sun and all of that. But then there's just anytime I've been naked in a group of people, you realize that it's not actually that weird, and you can kind of do all of the things that you were doing before, but you're just not wearing clothes.
Yeah. I think I also think it's odd the way we get uncomfortable in situations like that, but like, we allow other things that are taboo. Like, we could watch violence all day long, but the second someone gets naked, it's like, this is fucking weird. And it's not. And I do want to say, going into this, that I understand that there was a level of comfort there because we're all women.
Mhm.
It the, it's it's only women. So I was not uncomfortable in any way. And now, as I started writing this and started thinking about it, I was like, well, I think there are settings where I would be comfortable, whether it was men or women. I just think that society makes it seem like everything has to be sexualized now, so it can't just be a level playing field with everyone in the same location. And the example that came to my mind was a hot springs, because I've been to
Mm.
clothing optional hot springs. And I've joked many times with numerous people about how it's never fun to go to those places because the only people that are naked are the 80-year-old dudes that just don't give a fuck. And like, I don't care. I don't necessarily want to see it, but like, when it's you and the 80-year-old dude that's naked and no one else is. When it's optional, it does feel like I'm going to be looked at and people are going to sexualize me. And there was a difference when it's required and everyone's
Mhm.
wearing the exact same thing and everyone's there for the same purpose and nobody's looking at you in that kind of way.
Well,
And
I mean, even if they are being respectful of the boundaries and
yeah,
not
I
making it
never would have
weird.
known. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think we're so weird about it. And I I don't really get it.
Do you think if it happened more often, we would be less self-conscious of our bodies? Because
I do, because I think so much um of our posturing and, like, confidence comes from, like, well, I'm wearing this really cute outfit and this clothing that was expensive, and it's kind of like clothing has become a way to not only express yourself, but, like, show your status in life.
it's like peacocking.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely like that. Whereas, like, when everyone is naked, there's very little that you can do
It's a
to, like
neutralizer.
I do think, though, that if people spend more time naked, that tattoos will become more I think tattoos are becoming more of a status, like,
Yeah.
symbol because they're so expensive and, the bigger the piece and you go and work with this artist and blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know.
I will say, I guess the immediate example that comes to mind is the show Off Campus because I've been watching it and it's all people in their 20s who have fucking hot bodies. And I think it reminded me that everyone has a normal body and I can stop comparing myself to the only bodies that I see on Instagram or on TV or that are just in my face all the time cuz it's really easy to feel like shit about yourself when all you're seeing is like the
Mhm.
person that has a perfect body or six-pack abs. And I'm not like advocating for being unhealthy. I just mean that like I can sit there and look at these beautiful bodies and think like, "Man, I'll never look like that." And then I'm reminded like, "Oh, wait, that's not what the average person looks like." And,
Right.
like, the average person has tattoos, has wrinkles, has stretch marks, has scars from
Cellulite.
yeah, like, I saw women with, like, C-section scars and just, like it's like, "Oh, yeah, that's what a real fucking person looks like," and not everyone looks like what we're made to see on Instagram every day or on
Yeah.
TV every day. And it's like, oh, yeah, this is nice.
Well, and what's also interesting is that what we consider the ideal body has changed. Um, like back in the 50s, it was slightly more curvy, and now we're getting and into the, 90s, it was the heroin chic and you were skinny as a rail and that was the only option. Now we're kind of going like, "Oh, like it's okay to have an ass." Like before it wasn't. Um and now you're starting and I've really noticed this as I've watched movies, specifically with men, in that the ideal male physique has gone from like, if you watch like Grease, those guys are like, like they have a little bit of muscle, they're whatever. Now you see guys in movies and they're buff 6, 8, 12
They
pack
are
abs.
ripped. Like,
And
I'm
it's
sorry.
like,
Sorry.
that's not, and obviously people have it is something that is achievable, but you have to work really, really hard for that
Yes.
or take supplements.
Yes. People like that's a full-time job in and of itself. Like we
Mhm.
talked recently about how busy we are and how like when you're trying to do work and social activities and hobbies, like how are people fitting in these workout routines? But like I do understand that these are actors and actresses and it's part of their role. And it doesn't mean I don't appreciate the stories that they're portraying. I get that it's part of the story, but damn it, do I look at some of these guys' bodies. And I'm like, I've never seen a man in real life that looks like that. It's like that's like a statue. It's not real. Anyways, just to talk about specifically the Korean spa, have
Mm,
you ever been?
I have. It has
What if,
been a long time, but um I remember going and being like, this is the least sexy thing I've, you know,
oh,
ever because you're in this like crazy hairnet. And aren't there slippers involved?
no, not at this one.
Oh, okay. I want to say there were sandals.
There were sandals at the one yesterday, but like everyone had to have on bathing suits.
Mm.
Um, which I was super sexy in my Bucky's leopard one piece. Um, I really like the Korean spa. I like Amy got a scrub, which I've never done, but they do like the whole body scrub.
Yeah,
But
it's like
man, there's
it's almost painful. You're like, "Oh my god."
that's why I didn't do it. I was
Mhm.
nervous. I was like, "Did it hurt?" She's like, "Actually, not as bad as I thought it was going to be." So maybe I'll do it next time.
It was just mildly unpleasant.
It only felt like sandpaper. It's fine. But they have different temperature pools, and then they have the steam rooms, and then they have saunas. They have the like salt rooms that are hot. They have like a tea room, just like a regular quiet relaxation room, and they have a fucking restaurant attached. So like
Mhm.
while Amy did her scrub, I just went and sat in the restaurant and had delicious Korean food, which was
Was it
amazing.
were you naked in the restaurant or did you like get on naked?
Unnaked.
Okay.
You put your robe back on to go
Mm.
anywhere outside of the actual bathhouse. So if you're in the if you're going to the massage rooms or the like salt
Mhm.
room sauna thing, you have your robe on. But yeah, yeah, it is the least attractive you'll ever look. Like no one's wearing makeup. Everyone's got their hair in the hairnet and everyone's just completely naked. And it's like,
Mhm.
oh, cool. Like I feel better going there than I do wearing my bathing suit in a public place. Like, because I don't think anybody's looking at me to objectify
Do
me
you
in any
think that
way.
though that if that was like a co-ed space, you would feel as safe?
I want to say yes, just based on the setting, because the purpose is still the same. But, and like, I don't think that, you know, anything inappropriate would happen. But I, I think it would take a couple of times. I think I would feel more self conscious having a bunch of men see me naked than a bunch of women, even in like a neutral space where we're all the same. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I have actually a very good example of this.
Okay.
I was in Key West. I was in Key
Mhm.
West a couple years ago with some friends, and we were just walking around. And another friend told me that I believe it's a fully nude bar in Key West.
Mhm.
And so to the two friends that I was with, I was like, "Let's go," and they were like, okay." So we go. It's nude optional. So you know what that means. You end up with a bunch of old guys who are naked, and then there's like maybe like one or two girls who are topless, or women, not girls. And so I was like, I'm here. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm I'm gonna do it. So we all got topless. But what happened is then they let in a bunch of guys, like 20 something guys, and they come in and they're just fully clothed. And it's like if they were also nude, it would be less weird. But we started to feel uncomfortable because you're standing there and you're kind of feeling vulnerable because
You've
you're,
made the choice.
yeah, like you're in public, you aren't wearing, a top, and
They're just
people are
there
just,
it feels like they're just there to see topless women. That's what I meant about the hot springs. It's like
yes.
I would happily get naked at the hot springs if it wasn't me and the 80-year-old dude, and then every other dude that's there still gets to have his clothes on. And it's just like, oh, sweet, I get to see girls with their shirts off. Like,
Right. It's like, if it's just me and the 80-year-old, then okay, fine, we're all gonna be naked, but if it's just me and him, then, like, that makes you feel like you're vulnerable, you're a spectacle, and so it's not. So we ended up leaving after that because it was like,
uncomfortable.
this is uncomfortable. You need to level the playing field. Like,
I,
I
I
think
also,
those guys didn't even have their shirts off. I think they were wearing, and you're just like, they're just here to, like, this isn't a strip club. This is supposed to be like a place where everyone is kind of,
yeah, make it
and also the
equal.
floor was really squishy.
Mm-mm.
And we were
I don't want to end
like,
up in some gross basement because I accidentally fell through the floorboards.
exactly. I was like, do you guys, does this floor feel squishy to you all? And they were like, yes. And I was like, okay, well, then we're leaving. And we
Yeah.
left.
See, I think that's why I think it would be uncomfortable at first because I'd still feel self-conscious, but it still levels the playing field. I specifically wanted to ask about how you felt about the what is it, the Fremont bike, the naked bike ride?
The Fremont Solstice Parade.
Yes. So
So,
I've never been to anything like that. I would absolutely do it, but how is it being naked in front of a bunch of strangers in public?
I mean, it's definitely like a body positive type um of event. And you're kind of like, that you're going to be, if you participate in the parade portion, what you're signing up for.
Yeah.
And so what ends up happening is people get naked, but they paint themselves. And so you're supposed to have some kind of paint. Like, if you're with a group of people, you might have a theme. Like, the last time I did it, we did like Batman and Robin.
Oh, fun.
We had the Joker. There might have been some other people. We had Batman, Robin, the Joker. I don't know. But you kind of, like, you're painted so you don't feel totally exposed. I've always worn underwear because not only am I like riding a bike, but I'm also like, I rent a Lime bike, and so
Ugh.
I cover the seat with a plastic bag, and then I still want to have like a little bit of, but it
I
also
wouldn't
just
want
feels
those germs up.
less
It feels less
exposed.
naked. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we do a paint party, which is, the paint party is honestly the most fun part because you're having some drinks with your friends and you're all, putting paint on each other. And then you go and you do the bike ride. And then at the end, we ended up at Gasworks, and there's a bunch of old men with their fucking cameras, and they're all clothed, and they're there taking pictures of people. And it's like, this feels a little weird.
Yep.
So you kind of, it's like those men ruin it for everyone.
Yeah. I honestly, it made me question bringing up this topic at all because I'm not trying to invite the conversation of like, I don't even want to be jokey about it. It's not like I got naked in front of a bunch of women today. Like, it's just a fact that happened. And like, we should be able to talk about these things without sexualizing the situation. We should be able to make a joke without somebody sexualizing it. Like, I just, yeah. Anyways, this is supposed to be a happy podcast.
I think if you are the person who is in the nude, you have to kind of be prepared to not care about what other people are doing,
Yeah,
and just, okay, like, and of course I know that if I'm in a parade that people are taking pictures, and you know but it's like that last little bit at Gasworks was like,
I know why you're here and don't do that.
like, it just, well, I can't tell if you're like, oh, I love taking pictures of parades and whatever, or is it just because there's like a bunch of nude people here? I don't know.
But it's sad that that's our first thought at all because it does happen. Like, I saw a reel recently that was like one of those like fake street interviews that's probably AI. And this dude asks a woman, he's like, who would protect women if there were no men on the planet? And she goes,
From
from
who?
who? It's like, oh, duh. It's like, man, I should like can't even feel safe doing something like that. It's just frustrating. That's all. I could go on a different rant, but that's not what today is about. We're being body positive, and
Today's about being naked.
that's right.
You know what you need to put on your bingo card for this year or for this summer?
The
We're gonna
Fremont
go to a
Declaration.
nude beach.
Done. I can do that. I think there's one in San Diego.
Well, no, we were gonna go. I
Oh,
mean, if you
we're
wanna go,
yeah. No, I'm sorry, squirrel. You said nude beach. I was like, oh, I think there's one in San Diego. I know somebody who lives there. That's it. It was just making a
yeah, I get it.
connection of
No,
the
I get
dots.
it. Fine, fine, fine. But
Yeah, let's go
I
to a
already
nude
made my
beach.
bingo card. So if you haven't made your bingo card yet, I think you should add that. And I think you will be surprised at how unweird it actually is when everyone
I think it
is naked.
takes yeah, I think it takes a couple of minutes to get comfortable and then you realize like, "Oh, that's it? Cool. Now we're just here."
Yep. People come
Thank
in all shapes and sizes.
I'm just one shape and size. No, I'm multiple. No, I get you know what? Never mind. I'm done.
You're just you.
I'm just me.
Um, well, is that it for
It is. Thank you, Amy, for the topic. I told her I'd give her credit for that because it was her idea.
good job, Amy?
But yeah, I I agree. It was nice to just appreciate people for what they are and have no judgment.
Mm-hmm. And
And
you
we should be
realize that
doing
we're
more of
all
that.
that we're all pretty much the same,
Yes.
just like variations.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I like that. That was fun. And now we're gonna go to a nude beach this summer. So
Done. I now have a space on my bingo card. I have other things to put on my bingo card, and I'm actually really excited to tell you about some of those things. But
okay.
we can
Okay.
save that for a later time.
Okay. And you'll have to share your bingo card when you're done and the dates in which you're going to complete your bingo card.
Yes, Mom.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Um
Thank you.
Did you say thank you or did I just say you're welcome?
You just said you're welcome. That's
You're welcome.
okay. I was like, oh, that all right. I can see who's in charge here, and it's not me.
I mean, you did say mom. You called me mom, right?
I did.
Okay.
Is that a pajama shirt?
No, but it kind of gives like boy in the striped pajamas vibe. So I think I'm gonna burn it after this.
No, I don't think it's bad. I was like, oh, she's really embracing this I'm sick thing. She put on makeup, but she's got her pajamas on.
Okay. Wow. Fuck
I
you.
You look nice. It just looks like a pajama shirt.
Honestly, though, like there's a lot of like linen type clothing out now that like when they sell them in those sets, you're like, is that
Is that
is that pajamas or
you're
is that a set? Like,
you're right. And the difference between a beach set and pajamas is where you're wearing them. That
yeah.
is mostly it.
Yeah. Or like you see like silk pants.
Yeah, I own a
Are those pajamas? I think so.
it's an excuse for me to be comfortable in stretchy pants in public.
Yeah.
Can you stand up? Can I just like see what it looks like minus the
Well, I guess this is where I tell you I'm not wearing pants.
nice. How appropriate for you're actually wearing jeans. See, it's actually very cute. And I can see that it's not a pajama shirt. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I understand where you're at. I just think it was rude that you even mentioned it. So,
Oh, okay. Well,
okay.
sorry. All right. Anyways, I think we're done with today's topic. On that
Okay.
note,
On that
I
note,
I
wait,
think that oh,
we have one more thing that we have to say
okay.
is that
Oh,
we
fuck.
are.
You reminded me and I still didn't do it. I can
I
do
did.
it.
I did.
I'm you me. I'm sorry. It was my turn to say this. Thank you all who have been listening. It's been almost a year ish that we've been putting out episodes. So we are going to take a well-deserved break for the summer. We have lots going on, and we are going to come together and come up with some new ideas, and we will resume recording in the fall sometime, but we will get back to you on an exact date on social media, or yes.
Yeah,
Eh,
so follow us on Instagram at Mildly Thriving Pod, and we will announce when we are going to be coming back, but we just need a little break. So,
we need a revamp. Also, if anyone has suggestions on topics they want to listen to, or things, ways that we could improve or change, please send them our way.
yeah, I love it. That'd be great. Send us a message.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now I think this is a good reminder that love
Mildly
yourself.
Thriving
Nope, hang on.
is fuck. God damn it.
This is a good reminder that you should love yourself and your body, and
And
that
that
mildly
mildly
thriving
thriving
is
is
thriving
thriving
enough.
enough.
I hate you.
I'm I'm trying to pace with you.
We were definitely not paced together.
Oh. Well, you know
See,
what? I did my best.
I just think there is a delay, and then whenever we listen back, it's gonna sound better than one of us thought it was. Anyways, see you on the flip side, homie.
Sounds good.
Peace out.
See you later, Boy Scout.